In a world where crowns shine not just with gold, but with power and control, some secrets should stay hidden. However, when the living break a promise made to the dead, we must change the story. I am William, the son of Princess Diana. I have not only read about sorrow in history books, but I have also experienced the quiet sadness behind palace doors. They thought I would be silent forever. But today, I will share the truth that my mother took to her grave, yet it is still alive. When I speak that promise again on national television, no longer a murmur, but a call for justice, a new story will begin. This story is not for the crown, but for justice. And Camilla? She knows that better than anyone. The Golden Cage. Reflections in Kensington Palace. In Kensington Palace, I sit still, staring blankly. This is the room where my mum used to rock me through long, lonely nights while Dad sneaked off for his affairs. Now it feels like a golden cage, filled with memories from the past. The rain taps against the window, each drop sliding down the glass like the tears my mum never got to shed. A reminder of the pain hidden beneath the royal facade. It's 2025 outside, a time when AI controls everything and a single tweet can reveal secrets. But the pain in my heart? It feels as fresh as ever when I think of her. My mother, Princess Diana, was the people's princess, adored by many. She has been gone for 28 years, long enough for kids today to flip through magazines and not know the truth behind her bright smile, unaware of the suffering she endured in a palace filled with lies. I have kept quiet for too long, letting lies turn into stone, while those who hurt her enjoy their fame. Camilla Parker Bowles, now Queen Camilla, received her crown in 2023. To me, that moment felt like a betrayal. She was the woman who tore my parents' marriage apart, pushing Mum into sadness with her sneaky calls and secret plans. How do you forgive that? She didn't just take Dad's heart, she stripped Mum of her dignity and played a role in the media frenzy that led to that tragic night in Paris. I can't let that go. Next week, I'm going live on national TV from the BBC studio in London. People from all walks of life, including world leaders, will be watching. I won't have notes or edits. I'll share the truth from my heart. Britain will hear everything, and billions online too, as I confront a broken promise. One my father, King Charles III, made to my mother before she died. He said, "Camilla will never be queen." He swore it, trembling as he wrote it, but power and palace rules took over, breaking that vow. I have carried this secret for nearly 30 years. Now it's my turn to make things right. I can already see the reactions. First, shock, like thunder cracking the sky, when they realize Camilla's crown isn't a happy ending, but a symbol of betrayal. Then the outcry. Crowds gathering outside Buckingham Palace, harsh headlines in The Guardian and The Times, and support growing from those who mourned Mum in '97 to the new generation who see her as a symbol of rebellion. Am I scared? No. I'm not just Prince William, burdened by a heavy throne. I'm Diana's son, the son of the woman who was called a loose cannon, who died in that dark Paris tunnel, tangled in whispers of plots and power. Nightmare memories. The promise beside Diana's coffin. Tonight, the rain taps on the window as I hold a worn photo of my mum. Her smile lights up the picture, but her eyes show deep pain that still hurts me. I can almost hear her gentle voice saying, "Speak, my son." My heart races, not from royal pressures, but from a growing need to let out years of silence. After feeling grief at all those formal royal events, I am ready to express myself. People need to see the cost of broken trust. Not just in fancy places, but for everyone who has loved and been hurt. Inside, I feel a mix of anger at Dad for breaking his promises, sadness for Mum's unhealed pain, and a reluctant pity for Camilla, who is also trapped in this harsh system. But forgive her? Absolutely not. I'm not causing trouble for fun. It's time for justice, for a country that once loved Mum's big heart, and for children today who deserve the truth, not fairy tales. When I go public, it will make a significant impact. One strong enough to change royal stories, leave Camilla struggling, and finally honor Mum the way she deserves. And me, William. I will lead this effort no matter the cost, even if it means facing tough challenges. The night of September 5th, 1997, is a memory that haunts me, even 28 years later. I was just 15, feeling lost in the cold halls of Windsor Castle, where emotions were hidden, and silence was expected. The accident in Paris happened days before, on August 31st, when Mum, Princess Diana, died in the Alma Tunnel with Dodi Fayed and driver Henry Paul. Outside, the world mourns. Flowers fill the gates of Kensington Palace, and crowds gather for miles. But my pain goes deeper, carving into my young heart, keeping me awake with one burning question. How could this happen to her? They allowed me into the room one last time, not for a hug or final goodbyes, but to see her coffin after the crash, amid whispers of plots and power. The room was dim and cold, no flowers or guards around, just me. In that heavy silence, the scent of her lavender mixed with the polished wood. My heart raced and tears fell freely, hitting the stone floor. An old guard who has served since my grandmother's time approaches me with misty eyes. He hands me an envelope as if it's a secret. "Just a peek, Your Highness," he whispers. Under the dim light, I see Dad's handwriting, shaky and tear-stained. "I don't deserve you, but I still love you. Camilla will never be queen, I promise." Those words marked me, a memory that time cannot erase. He took the note back quickly, as if it could threaten the throne. But that promise? It still beats in me, as real as my heartbeat. Every night it hurts, proof that justice often avoids royal paths unless someone dares to challenge it. The coronation betrayal, Camilla's crown, and William's rage. On the morning of May 6, 2023, Dad became King Charles III. Instead of feeling happy, I felt betrayed. While London celebrated, I was at Kensington Palace with Kate and the kids, feeling empty and trapped. As Camilla, Dad's longtime partner, accepted her crown, my heart broke. That crown symbolized the power Mom never had, even though she was kind and strong. My anger grew inside me, and I had to hide my feelings from the kids. When George asked, "Dad, why's Camilla getting a crown like Grandma's?" It hurt. I told him, "History isn't always fair, buddy," and realized Dad had broken his promise. That betrayal made me determined to speak up. A few days after the coronation, I confronted Camilla at Clarence's house because I was angry about my father's broken promise. I wanted to know how she got him to break that vow and how she added to my mother's pain during their marriage. I made her wait for 40 minutes to remind her she wasn't the primary focus. When I walked in, she sat calmly on the leather couch, but her tight grip on her bag showed she was anxious. "You're ruining yourself, William," she warned when I sat down, mixing caution with criticism. "Bringing up old wounds only spreads more hurt. Do you really want to risk the monarchy over a forgotten promise?" I looked at her, feeling both anger and pity for someone who fought hard to be where she is, but now seemed stuck. "No, I'm standing up for a mother you pushed to her limit. You know about the letter Dad wrote on her coffin in '97, promising you wouldn't be queen. How did you convince him to break that promise?" Her lips tightened. "That letter doesn't matter now," she answered sharply. "It was just grief from a broken man. Do you want to ruin everything we've built, including your future as king?" I leaned in and said firmly, "I believe in the truth you and Dad hid for years. I'll reveal it on national TV on the anniversary of Mom's death, so everyone knows Camilla didn't deserve the crown." She fell silent, glaring at me, but her shaking hands showed her fear. I had the upper hand. As she stormed out, she warned, "You'll regret this, William. This isn't a game." I stayed quiet, knowing this confrontation was just the start of my fight for the truth. As I stepped outside, the cold London wind stung my coat, but inside, I felt a fire, like Mom's spirit was passing me the torch. "Don't let them forget, son. The USB threat, Camilla's desperate counterattack." 3 days after the standoff at Clarence's house, a USB drive arrives at Kensington Palace, addressed to me with no name. My right-hand man checks it first. "Untraceable source," he says. I nod, feeling uneasy. I know Camilla is behind this. In my soundproof office, I plug in the drive. The screen shows old footage from the '90s of Mom during a therapy session. Tears stream down her face as she talks about her loneliness and pain. It's an upsetting look at her struggles, one that could damage her image as the people's princess. Soon after, I received a text from an unknown number. "Air your show." And this video hits 6 major outlets, including The Mirror, with a still image from the video attached. My anger rises. Camilla is the only one who would do something so sneaky, trying to ruin Mom's legacy and hurt me. Instead of breaking me, this fuels my determination. Camilla thinks she can silence me, but she has gone too far. I won't back down. The scandal she tries to use against me will backfire on her. The Schemer Queen has just played her final bad hand. Confronting the king, father versus son at Kensington Palace. After Camilla leaked that video, I became determined to take action. The next day, I reached out to my BBC contact and said, "I want the raw footage, from Dad's promise to the aftermath." I wrote a simple statement for The Times, The Guardian, and The Sun, warning them, "If you leak any private footage of Diana after the broadcast, it will be defamation. The Spencers and I will take legal action." I sent it to Camilla's office to make her uneasy. I reminded her about laws that protect legacies and that she was the unwanted third party in our family story. While she panicked, I gathered the best lawyers for the Spencers to build our case and hired cyber experts to track any leaks. This was serious. We were preparing for a significant legal battle. In the days before the broadcast, I took Kate and the kids to Kensington Gardens. When George asked why people disliked Camilla, I kneeled and explained. She took what belonged to your grandma. I'm making this right so you know the truth. Their support motivated me. I was determined not to pass down a legacy filled with lies. The broadcast would be a turning point, and Camilla would face the consequences for starting this. Days after I warned the press and Camilla, Dad, King Charles III, unexpectedly showed up at Kensington on a gloomy afternoon in 2025. I was with Kate, trying to shield the kids from the media chaos when he arrived, looking tired and stressed. He asked to speak with me alone, sounding urgent but trying to keep his kingly calm. "William, we need to talk. Stop this now. Don't air that letter. It will ruin the monarchy, and Camilla doesn't deserve the fallout. She has already been through enough." I felt torn and angry at Dad for betraying Mum's memory. You swore to her. You promised she would never be queen, and now she wears the crown. That's betrayal, Dad. As emotions clashed, Dad pleaded, "Things have changed. Don't do this. For George, Charlotte, and Louis. If you go public, it will hurt everyone. Do you want to put your kids in that mess?" Tears filled his eyes, asking for my understanding. I stood up, my voice rising, startling Kate outside. "You're hiding Mum's past. She suffered because of your and Camilla's actions, and I won't stay silent. Camilla's crown is built on Mum's pain." Frustrated, Dad slammed his hand on the table. "You're Prince of Wales, not a rebel. If you do this, you will lose everything. Your throne, your family, even Diana's name. I order you to stop." "I've already lost Mum, Dad. You chose Camilla over your promise. There's no going back," I replied calmly. He took a deep breath before leaving, slamming the door like the end of an era. In that moment, I knew nothing would stop me from revealing the truth, no matter the cost. The broadcast, Williams Live expose on national TV. Air day felt tense, like a ticking bomb. I woke before dawn in the chilly London air, my heart racing. Today was special. It marked Mum's memorial, a day to remember her impact on the world. I quietly left for the downtown BBC studio, where my words could change the crown's fate. As the cameras rolled, I steadied myself with emotions swirling inside me. Today, I honor my mother, Princess Diana, who embraced everyone. I will speak for the first time in 28 years. My father, King Charles, wrote a promise on her coffin. Camilla will never be queen. His shaky writing showed the pain of a broken love. I didn't have any paper to prove my words, just my memories. I spoke to honor Mum and share her story one last time. The reaction was huge. #JusticeForDiana trended worldwide, and support poured in. Major news outlets echoed my words. William exposes Charles's broken promise. Vigils and protests began at Buckingham Palace. In the following weeks, Camilla stayed silent, and Dad got sick from the stress after my broadcast. I needed space to think. Harry reached out to me, praising my bravery and allowing us to reconnect over our shared loss. Days later, I took George to Windsor Chapel, where it felt peaceful. When he asked about Grandma, I knelt by her stone and explained that she never wore a crown, but she gave the monarchy heart and kindness. I left my worn notebook there titled, "The Promise, No Need for Ink." It symbolized my vow to keep her memory alive. This journey is not just about justice for Mum. It's about finding peace for our family and the future of the throne. What do you think? Let me know below.